to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. We are doing the WSET Level 1 coverage week, and today I want to be honest about the limits of what the exam covers, because I think it's honestly what's more useful than a straightforward endorsement. WSET Level 1 is a really genuinely valuable qualification, and it's also a specific and limited one. Understanding what it leaves out is as important as understanding what it covers. So let's talk about what it doesn't cover. Vintage variation. The Level 1 curriculum introduces the concept of climate and its effect on wine, but it doesn't really cover how year-to-year weather variation affects quality and style within a given region. Knowing that 2016 was an exceptional Bordeaux vintage or that 2021 was the finest Moselle vintage in a generation is not Level 1 territory, and that's okay, but it's the kind of knowledge that you build over years of following the trade press, talking to producers, and paying attention to what you're drinking and when. Formal wine education at Level 1 doesn't give you that, and it doesn't try to. Producer reputation is similarly absent. WSET Level 1 will tell you that Burgundy produces Pinot Noir of extraordinary complexity, and that the best vineyards are classified as Grand Cru, but it will not tell you which producers are making the most compelling Gevrey Chambertin, or which négociant to avoid. That knowledge is built through experience, through reading, tasting, and through developing personal relationships with wine retailers, sommeliers, and educators who have done that work and are willing to share it. No qualification covers it at Level 1, and no qualification fully covers it at any level. It's really just too specific, too personal, and too much of a constantly evolving thing to be captured in a curriculum. Natural wine, orange wine, and the low intervention movement is absent. The emerging regions and grapes that are the most exciting current developments in fine wine, Swartland, Chenin Blanc, Georgian amber wine, Jura Sauvignon, absent. The economics of wine, the auction market, how to build a cellar, how to read a wine futures list, absent. This is not a criticism at all of the WSET Level 1. These topics are just not what a beginner qualification is designed to cover, but it's also worth being clear that passing Level 1 makes you an informed, confident wine beginner. It does not make you a wine professional, a certified sommelier, or someone whose palate and judgment has been developed through years of serious tasting experience. What comes next in the WSET pathway? Level 2 Wort and Wines is typically a 2-day course culminating in a more complex exam. It significantly expands the geographic coverage, going deeper into the major wine regions, introducing more specific grape varieties and producers, covering fortified wines more thoroughly, and beginning to address vintage variation. This is the level at which most serious wine shop enthusiasts stop, and it represents a really solid foundation for navigating the wine world with confidence. Level 3 Wort and Wines is a multi-week course with a more demanding exam and a blind tasting component. It's the qualification most often held by wine professionals, sommeliers, buyers, educators, and it provides genuinely deep, tested knowledge across the full breadth of the wine world. The WSET Diploma, Level 4, is a full year of intensive study equivalent to a professional qualification. And above that, the Master of Wine, which only around 400 people in the world hold this, and which represents probably the most demanding qualification in any food or drink field. So is WSET worth doing for someone who just wants to drink wine better? My honest answer is that Level 1 is absolutely worth doing if you want the experience of having your wine knowledge formally structured and tested, and if you want a credential that signals genuine engagement with wine education. It will not transform your palate overnight, and it will not make you a better taster immediately, but it will give you a great framework that makes all of your subsequent learning more organized and more retained. And the experience of sitting in a room with other wine students, tasting together, discussing together, being formally tested together, that's something that no podcast episode can replicate. I did my class online for Level 1, but I do plan to do it in person for Level 2, hopefully this fall. And I just can't wait to sit with people with all kinds of different backgrounds, starting points, and listen to how they describe what they were tasting and how they have come about their wine journey. That diversity of perspective in itself is a kind of education. And if you're on the fence about doing a formal course, the experience of learning with other people is probably the argument I'd make most strongly. Tomorrow, the Wine Student's Practical Guide, you won't want to miss it. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. We'll see you tomorrow for the next decant.